I'm about to rank every MLB The Show theme team, so let's see which one's the best. The first team I'm starting with here is the Diamondbacks, and as you're looking at it right now, they are not a bad team whatsoever. Obviously, there are some holes on this team that you can kind of see pretty big, fat, and glaring. Oh my god. I don't know what just happened. I'm talking about Josh Naylor and Gabriel Monroe. They probably heard me talking shit about them, and you know what? That's karma right there. But besides that, this team is great. The only player I don't really know too much about is Pavin Smith. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to try and see. But that Corbin Carroll's pretty good. Ketel Marte. It's Ketel Marte. For the bench, I mean, you could put really whoever. You could put the Arizona players here, do that. That's how I'm thinking into this. Like, the bench, you can kind of put whoever you want, or you could just stack the team players in there and then put players that you want. But pitching-wise, Morel Kelly, he's ass. Corbin Carroll's okay. I mean, he'll be a lot better with the boost. Brandon Webb, same thing, okay. And then these other two guys are eh. And then the bullpen, oh my god. If you're going to want to substitute players, I feel like here might be it. Justin Martinez is really your only good player here. And Ryan Thompson, only because he has a submarine delivery. I don't know. I think for the first one, looking at this, I got to give it a high B. All right, now the next team up is the Angels. And looking at this team, it already looks a lot better than the Diamondbacks did with Don Baylor. I mean, I've never really used him. Kyron Paris, he has a pretty good swing and some decent defense. Mike Trout, I mean, it's Mike Trout. I mean, he's not really playing the best as he is, you know, as of recently. But it's still going to be Mike Trout, especially with the boost. You got Mike Napoli. He's pretty good as a catcher. Luis Revendon, I think that's how you say that. He's a switch hitting second baseman that can play shortstop, and I honestly decided to put him at shortstop, and he could play third base, but I put Troy Gloss there. Never used that card. That Chili Davis card right there, I'm telling you, that's going to be your best hitter, like undoubtedly. He is so sneaky good, it's surprising, and he's a switch hitter too. Wow. And then center field, Joe Adele, he's all right. And then the pitching is ass. Oh my god. We have Nolan Ryan, and the rest are nobodies. There's not really much to talk about here for this. And then for the bullpen, I mean, it's a little bit better. You're going to need more. So I feel like if you were to make substitutions and take players out, it would be definitely at the starting pitcher, 100%. Starting pitcher and bullpen. So I'm going to put the Angels in A tier just based off how good their bats are. They have one good starting pitcher, and then they have a decent bullpen. Also, something I did want to mention, that they do have a Darren O'Day. I mean, with the boost, it can make him okay. Not the best, but still usable. But it's Darren O'Day, though, submarine. The next team up is the Astros, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. This team looks like an S tier, and let me break it down for y'all. Up top here, Yordan Alvarez. This card has such a great swing, great stats. Only problem is defense. This card kills me almost every time. We have this center fielder. I don't know. I've never really used him, but I'm assuming he will play pretty good. Next up is Cam Smith. For the most part, I mean, he's all right. He's got good contact, good power. He's really got good everything. The only problem that he has is his like fielding. But even then, his fielding ain't even bad. This is a really good card. Then we have the two studs in the infield at shortstop and second base, Jose Alvarado and Jeremy Pena. The Pena card is great, and so is this Jose. I mean, the one thing that's good about Jose is that he has a short, you know, hitbox, strike zone. I don't know why I call it a hitbox. So he'll be pretty good, and his stats are pretty great. Next, Isaac Paredes. I don't know if this is me or like if it's the card, but I feel like I can't get going with this card. I've used it before, and it just didn't really get the job done for me. Then at DH, we got Carlos Correa. He's okay. I mean, he's all right. Craig Biggio, he's one of the faster catchers in the game. I'm pretty sure he's the fastest catcher. And then Christian Walker. This is where the strong suit comes in, the pitching. We have Lance McCullers Jr. He is a sleeper. And now to be able to get like the boost from both captains on this team, he's going to be great. And he has really good control. Next, Randy Johnson. I don't even need to say anything about Randy. Then we got, I mean, Hunter Brown, and then Colton. I don't know about Colton. Colton doesn't have really that good of a pitch mix. But, I mean, Hunter Brown is cool. He's got velocity. Andy Pettit. He's a sleeper at 88, bro. It's really Control this year. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all. You probably have heard other YouTubers and streamers say it too. Control is the main thing, and all these guys mainly right here are pretty great at that. Then in the bullpen, you got Josh Hader, you got Billy Wagner, you got Brian Abreu, and then the rest are like, eh. This team is an S tier for right now. The next team up that I got is the Athletics, and honestly, they have some good players, and then some players are like, oh my god, what are we doing? I mean, starting out with Brent Rooker is a really good player. He can only really be at DH, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then first baseman Nick, cannot say your last name. He's a great first baseman. His swing is butter, crispy. Then we got Tyler Strodom. I've never used him. Jacob Wilson is a great card. I feel like the only problem is he doesn't have the power of the pop. You get balls out that you usually would as much. And Dallas Clark and Ricky Henderson are kind of like these same people, just at different positions. Both got 99 speed. Can't really hit the ball that well, and they can kind of steal. Well, Ricky Henderson can. Denzel Clark is like, eh. JJ Belletti, he's okay. Not really much to say. And then Max Muncy, same thing. He's okay. Pitching wise, I mean, they just don't really have any meta guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, none of these guys here really stand out to me. If you like these guys, then yeah, go rock them. But I don't know. I can't really use any of these players. And then their bullpen, I mean, Dennis is really good. Liam Hendricks ain't really shit. And Mason Miller's okay. The rest are nobodies. I mean, this team, and this one's just gonna have to be a D tier. The reason being is because Brent Rooker and Matt Holliday are both the players that give your team the boost for the captains, yet you can't use both of the captain boosts. So if you have two pitchers or two hitters on the same team that are captains, you have to choose between one or the other. And honestly, that's going to drop a lot of these teams down into the lower tier if they fall into that type of category. I mean, like, the Athletics are a cool team, but literally just for that, they're not that good. All right, the next team up is the Toronto Blue Jays. And sadly, looking at this team, though, which is good, they fall to the same fate as the Athletics. They have two pitchers that are both captains. So you can only use one of those. Keep in mind when picking this team. But besides that point, Jose Bautista, I mean, he's okay. He'll be a lot better with the boost, the one boost. He would have been a lot better if he had two boosts, but I digress. Jose Bautista as your right field. You got George Springer, which is pretty good, in center field. Then you got Dalton Vaccaro in left field. He's okay. Vladimir Guerrero and Bo Bichette are excellence. Anthony Santander, I mean, he's just beating Father Time at this point. He is still my first baseman on my God squad. That's how good he is. So he's there at first baseman. And then we got Carlos Delgado at DH. He's really good. And we got Ernie Clement, which is honestly a sleeper second baseman. I know you wouldn't think so, but he is pretty good. And then Andre Karolinko, you know, he's a gold. Like, come on, if you're still using golds in this time, like, what are you doing? Here's the pitching. They have this Al Leader, which is an 86. He was really good before the new updated one came out. Nate Pearson, also a pretty good pitcher, if in the right hands. Roy Halladay, same thing. I mean, he's okay. He's got really good pitch mix. It's just having the two boosts from the pitchers, it just sucks because you can only pick one. And then you get Marcus Stroman, he doesn't really got a good pitch mix. Has a pretty good pitch mix, I would say. I haven't used them yet. Jeff Hoffman is pretty good, and that is the other color storm. And then I just didn't even put the rest because it's all bronzes. I'm just not even going to do that from now on. But I would say the Blue Jays are going to be high D tier. It's just really based off the fact that they have better bats and somewhat better pitching. It just hurts them, the fact that they don't have two captains to be able to be used. The next team I got is the Braves. And just looking at them off rip, face value, this team is ass. Ronald Acuna is okay. David Justice is outdated. Sean Murphy, Chipper Jones is cool when he's only facing one side. The other side, he's cooked. Austin Riley's pretty good. I can't lie. They don't have a shortstop whatsoever. Not one good shortstop. So we have to use Nick Allen. Look at Nick Allen. Do you think he's going to stop a fastball coming his way? No. Then you got drugged up Jackson Profar. It cost $22K to get this. I mean, he's a switch hitter. He's on drugs. so he's gonna be doing better. The performance enhancements are in MLB The Show 25. I didn't even mention Michael Harris. There's a lot wrong with this team pitching wise. Ain't much to say. I mean, Chris Sale's cool. Grant Holmes has a good pitch mix. Bullpen, they only have 2 competent bullpen players with Craig Kimbrell and Aaron Bummer, which are honestly 2 really good bullpen players. But if you don't got these other 6, what are we doing? I mean, Tommy Glavine is terrible. I've never used this guy. I've never used Kyle Wright either. This team's just got to be a D tier also. I mean, we're going to put it still above the Athletics based on the fact that you can at least use both of their captains, but it's still a D tier. The next team is the St. Louis Cardinals, and they meet the same fate as these last teams that I've been doing. Here is your captain. Here is your captain. You see the problem that we have there. Victor Scott and Jim Edmonds are both captains, so you can only choose one. Victor Scott's okay. He don't really got that much power, but the Jim Edmonds card is pretty good, honestly, for what it is. And then right here, I know it's a 78 Nolan Arenado, but literally today they came out with a 94 one in the for the player of the month. That's who they came out for. He's not the player of the month, but he is one of the top tier guys you got to get. Wilson Contreras, 93, 91. Oh my God. Am I just going to have a heart attack? He's okay. Ted Simmons is a pretty good card. Mason Wynn, again, okay. Ozzie Smith, okay. I mean, just depending on how you see it. I mean, 99 speed, but, you know, he can't really hit for shit. And then Lou Brock and Brendan Donovan. I didn't forget about you. Both mid. I mean, Bob Gibson's pretty good. Sonny Gray, I haven't used them yet, so I wouldn't really be able to know. And then these guys, I haven't used them yet, but I'm assuming they're not good. And the bullpen, there's only really 2 players you could use, and one of them costs $110K. Ryan Haseley. He's good, don't get me wrong. He's only got a 3-pitch mix, and he's your closer. So then we got Bruce Sutter. You don't even get the full version unlocked for him. You only get the first one. Again, it's like, it's not a terrible team, which I'm just gonna have to put it in D tier. Back to back D tiers, huh? But I don't know. What do you want me to do when there's the 2 captains and you can only choose one? I probably said that almost about 5 times already, but we're just gonna get through the video, huh? Now I can finally talk about a team I am kind of confident about in the Brewers. See, there are some really good points, and then there are some pretty weak points. I mean, they would have a good center in William Contreras if he didn't shit the bed and is just playing ass this year. But Sal Frelick is a pretty good card. Christian Yelich is a great card. Prince Fielder is a great card. This Ryan Hoskins, a great card. Bryce Terang, pretty okay card. Same with Joseph Ortiz. Just the main thing is their defense. And then Ryan Braun, did he say his name? Not Brian. I haven't used him. And then same with Paul Mortera. I haven't used him. So the offense so far does look pretty good. Pitching, they really only have 3 decent pitchers. But this Jacob, mwah. I did not mean to call him decent, but he is great. Then the bullpen is really good for this team. You see, I got Devin Williams, Josh Hader, Rolly Fingers, Eric Gagne, Abraham O'Brien, and Trevor Miguel, which you're going to say, yo, I thought you were going to stop putting silvers and stuff, but these silvers are all really good. Outlier. Do I need to say more? Rolly Fingers. He's pretty good. He has great Rolly Fingers. He's pretty good. He has different pitch mix. He has that fork ball. He's going to fork the shit out of it. So that is going to be pretty good. Josh Hader, come on, you know it's Josh Hader. He's pretty good. Devin Williams, I mean, he's supposed to be good, but I hit off this card really easily. I can't lie. And with that, I feel like this team is a really strong C. Don't give me, no, we're going to put them B, honestly. They're either a really strong C or a below average B. The next team up is the Chicago Cubs, and they fall, yet again, to the same faculty of having 2 captains on the offensive side. Besides that, this team looks great. The hitting is everywhere. The defense is great. PCA, he's going to damn near be able to coverage the whole outfield. Kyle Tucker has a great swing. Anthony Rizzo has a great swing. Swansby, he's cool. Chris Bryant has a great swing. Soriano, depending on who you ask, he has a great swing. Kyle Schwarber is butter, everything about him. And Ian Happ is a switch hitter who is also pretty good. Now with the pitchers, it's a little bit lackluster here. I mean, Jake Artery at one time was a really good pitcher at the start of the game. Same with Greg Maddux. But with at least one of those boosts, maybe they can get up to that. But that's the problem. If they would have had 2, they would have been a lot better than just having only 1 boost. And then the bullpen, you only got some players here. The surprising one being this Rich Gossage, but I mean, he has a really good pitch mix for only being a 79, and it's kind of a little bit of a steal. So off the fact of them having a really good hitting and somewhat okay pitching, but the fact that they don't get the 2 pitching boost, I'm going to put them at a C tier. The next squad up is the Dodgers. I don't even need to say anything. I'm pretty sure you guys know that this is a S tier. Just looking at the team, see here Shohei Ohtani, Gil Hodges, Mike Piazza, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Corey Seager, Chris Taylor. I mean, they're all pretty good players. Same thing with Valenzuela. The pitchers are all pretty good, and you can even use Shohei at pitcher, but it's not letting me do that. And on the bench, this is the first time I feel I've added a bench. Then the bullpen is pretty good also. So this is the top tier, S tier. And honestly, for that, I'm going to move. I'm gonna move Houston down. Next team up is the Giants, and they have really good bats everywhere. But the problem is Jung Ho Lee, Hank Thompson are both captains, and you can only use one. But this Rafael Devers is really great. Willie Adams, he's cool. The Wilmer Flores is really good, but I would not put him here at second base. I just don't. I would probably switch these out. But Casey Schmitz, he's also pretty good, great stats. The Willie Mays, he's okay. For a 95, he is very underwhelming. And then Heliot Ramos, I mean, he's cool. He's just got no defense. And then you just got Patrick Bailey here. Pitching-wise, Matt is not it. Logan's pretty good. And Verlander, he's not really it either. And then in the bullpen, Randy's really good. Camilo's really good. And so is Hillage. He's pretty good also. But I believe this team is a C tier. And the Guardians are up next, which honestly have a very great team. I want to start out by mentioning J-Ram and Carlos Santana. They are both amazing cards. This Grady Sizemore is a really good card that I feel like don't really get talked about as much just because of how many good center fielders there are already in the game. Bo Naylor is a really good catcher to have. If you don't want him there and you can, put him at DH, you can have Carlos Santana there, either or. Don't really matter too much. Steven Kwan is cool. Daniel Schmetz is cool. Kyle's cool. Kipnis is pretty good. I mean, and then this is the best that they have at right field is Churro. But I mean, he's a switch hitter. Pitching-wise, is not bad, honestly. They got Bob Feller, Corey Kluber, Gaylord. They got Shane, and then they got Tristan. I mean, Bob Feller, Corey, Gaylord are all pretty good. I mean, Shane and Tristan's honestly not really that good. And then Shane's not bad either. And then in the bullpen, it's still not bad, honestly, also with Emmanuel Clase, Cade Smith. Damn, who is this reliever, bro? Nick, and Andrew Miller. This team's got to go A tier for me. I mean, the stuff that they have is pretty good. The Mariners are the next team up, and honestly, they are not bad whatsoever. Ken Griffey's pretty good. Jared Kellick is okay. Richie Sexton is also okay. Victor Robles, he's not really that good. JP Crawford has a great swing, a great power, great contact. Defense is okay. I mean, but for shortstop, you'd want it to be better. Jorge Polanco, still, as of from Easter to now, is not a bad second baseman to go with. We have Kyle Seager's brother. He's ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Corey Seager dogs the hell out of him. Then we got Big Bag Ass Rag Cal. And then last but not least, we have Cole Young Leaf. Pitching, Brian Woo. It's a woo to see him pitch. He's not bad, honestly. Then we got Logan Gilbert. He's cool. Logan Evans, also pretty good. We got a silver Randy Johnson, so, I mean, that's a little bit glitchy. Then we got George Gerby. And then in the bullpen, Matt Brash, Andre Munoz, and Gabe Spear. Not bad whatsoever. I feel like the Mariners are a good B-tier team. All right, next team up is the Marlins. And honestly, this team is terrible. Just looking at it, there's nothing that's great about them. I mean, Kyle Stowers is cool. Xavier's all right. I mean, Preston Wilson is ass. And see, there's two captains right there. Stanton, he's a good DH, but, like, that's it. Pitching-wise, you really only got Sandy and Edward. And honestly, Sandy ain't even that good. And then bullpen, they didn't have one good person for the bullpen. So I don't even need to say much. This is an easy F tier. Surprisingly, with the Mets, I didn't realize how good of a team they actually have. I mean, if Han Soto starts playing better, then yeah, this team can be really, really good. But it still is amazing as is, because you have Carlos Beltran, Francisco Lindor, you have Pete Alonso, you have Mark Vientos, and then pitching-wise, you have some of the best pitchers in the game with Seaver, Al, Pedro, and Santa. And then you got John Franco, who is still a really good reliever, and then Edwin Diaz. So how I'm feeling about this team, I'm going to put it in S tier, really just because of how Beltran is. He makes them an S tier, and they're still really good. I mean, the main problem is they just really don't got that many relievers. But throw your subs in there. The Nationals team stinks. The main problem is that their 85 James Wood captain has a 93 overall, yet you can't use him because if you want to use the captain boost, then bam, you're cooked. But you know what? Here's another problem. They have another captain that is on the offensive side of the ball. There's that. So you could use the 93. It doesn't really matter. But this team would be a lot better if they had one of the captains on the other side pitching. But not really much else to say except for Bryce Harper's here. Pitching-wise, I mean, Jordan Zimmerman's cool. That's really it. And they don't have a single good player for the bullpen. And I think it's pretty easy to say this team's going F tier. Next team up is the Oilers, and I'm very conflicted about them, honestly, because both of their captains are on the offensive side. But they are still a great team with Adley, Eddie, Brian, Jackson, Jordan, Ryan, Cedric, Colton. We go pitching. I mean, their pitching, like starting pitchers are eh. But they have really good relievers in Flex Batista, Darren O'Day, and Gregory Soto. I really want to put them in A, but I feel like the highest in B tier. The Padres have a really strong squad. I mean, the one thing that they're kind of missing is like better players in the outfield besides Tatis. But Luis Ariz is a sleeper player. Jake is really good. Deveris is also a little bit of a sleeper. Machado is amazing. Chase Headley, he's alright. I mean, Austin's cool too. But there is still players like Gavin Sheets you can put somewhere. Tony Gwynn you could put somewhere. Hunter Renfroe you could put somewhere. So this is the outfielders that I'm talking about that are on the bench that you could throw up there and could still play really good pitching-wise. They have Nick, Steven, they have Joe. And then bullpen, they have a really good bullpen, honestly, with Rich there, Mark Davis, Craig, and Hoffman. This team for me is either a very high A or a low S. And honestly, if I'm already debating it, they're a high A. Next up is the Phillies, and they got a great roster from this Nick Castellanos, which is really good. Bryce Harper, he has a good swing. JT Realmuto is honestly the best probably defensive catcher that we have in the game. Chase Utley's pretty good. Jim Rollins, he's Kyle Schwarber's good, and so is Brandon Marsh. He's Scott Rowland. I hear really mixed opinions about this guy. Either he's really good, he's really ass. I wouldn't really say ass. It's either he's really good or he's not worth it. Which, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I feel like a lot of you guys aren't even going to be able to use this Scott Rowland. So I guess to each its own. Then pitching, Cliff Lee's really good. Zach Wheeler, okay. Andrew Painter is alright. Steven Carlton, okay too. And then bullpen, Matt is really good, and so is David. This team's going to go in B tier, though, for me. Next up, a squad I'm surprised about, the Pirates. They have a great team. This Starling Marte is pretty good with the speed that he can have in the outfield, and he has decent hitting. Roberto Clemente has great hitting. Then there's this Brian Reynolds, which he is starting to fall off a little. But with the captain boost from both players, he's going to be great. Oh my God, hiccups, crazy. Brian Hayes, he's really good. Pretty good hitting for usually what he kind of does have in MLB. Joey Bart is pretty good. O'Neal Cruz is going to be great at shortstop for you with pause, how lengthy he is, and he's got an arm on him. Then pitching, they have some of the best pitchers right here. Skeens, Jared Jones, Burt ain't the best. Garrett Cole, and Mitch Keller. Not bad. And then bullpen, they've really only got 2 good players you can use. And Dennis Santana is one of the better bullpen players you can have. So you know what? I like them at A. Next up is the Rangers. And honestly, this team is disgusting. I did not know this. Jonah Heim, switch hitting catcher. Marcus Seaman, he's okay. Joey Gallo, his vision sucks. But honestly, with the boost, it's going to make it a lot better. He's going to actually be usable. Evan Carter and Wyatt Langford are both speed demons in the outfield. And then Garcia has a disgusting arm. Josh Smith has an amazing bat on him. Same thing said about Jock Peterson. Pitching-wise, some great pitchers. Nathan, Jack, Jacob DeGrom. The bullpen, they got Hobo, and that was really it. Dare I say, this is an S tier team. The only thing that is the problem is the bullpen, but you can work with that, honestly. Next team up is the Rays, and honestly, I have nothing really to say. The best thing that they have going for them is the plus 15 speed that they have, but besides that, these guys cannot hit. So, I mean, hey, if you're bunting, this is the team I guess you want to rock. Pitching, they got Drew. Drew's cool. So is Shane. And then they got Pete, too. But yeah, no, this team's pretty sucky. Honestly, for just them having the 15 speed, no, they're still going to be an F. Next up, the Reds, and this team is really stacked. You got Barry Larkin, 95. You got Tony Perez, 94. You have Ellie De La Cruz, which he's only a 90, but his card still plays great. Johnny Bench is an okay center. You got Candelario, who's a good switch hitter. Eric Davis, who has an okay swing. Adam Dunn, which is alright. Same with Will Benson. Over here pitching, Chase Burns. Right now, he's a 94. I know that's not going to be for forever. But, I mean, I guess I just gotta acknowledge it at least. Hunter Green, which is alright. I really like Johnny Cueto. I mean, even though he does give up some hits for me when I used to use him, he's still a pretty good card. And Nick Lodolo. And then for the bullpen, they don't really got much except the 89 Rob Dibble. I'm going to put this team at the top of A tier. I would put them S tier, but their only problem is their bullpen. They only have one bullpen reliever you can use. Then again, they have so many great players. They're going S tier, actually. They're going lowest S tier. I feel like the Red Sox are an easy S, actually. They have 299s on this team with Ted Williams and Roger Clemens. They have Jarren Duran, who is really good and now getting the boost to make him even better. Rafael Devers, same thing. Still really good with the boost to make him better. Jason Verrett, he was... Oh my God, bro. I don't know what's up with me in these hiccups. They just keep coming back. But Jason Verrett was really good at the start of the game, and now with the boost, he will be even better. This Yoshiba. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm just racist, bro. I just said that because he's Asian. Anyways, this Yoshiba has a great swing and great stats. Tristan Cass, he's alright. Christian's pretty good, so is Xander. And then you see the pitchers here. And then even on the bench, there's a Jim Rice and the free David Ortiz that we got. So 2 good players that you can use if you do have them. If you don't, you know, swap them out for the other players. Pitching, it's alright. It could be better. Walker Buehler, he used to be really good. Like, they're all really outdated now, but hopefully they can get better. And then same thing with the bullpen. I mean, Chapman's still really good, but Joe Kelly is outdated as well. This team's just got to be S tier for the fact that it has the 299s on it. Next team up is the Rockies. They're not bad. I mean, Miguel Toglia is a pretty good first baseman to have. Hunter Goodman is a really good catcher to have too, but it's the fact that like somebody like Todd Helton and Tovar, and they, you know, the boost, like I've been saying the whole time, you got to choose between one of them. Kyle Farmer's okay. Ryan is starting to get a little bit old. He's not as relevant as he once would be. And then pitching-wise ain't even any better. So, yeah, this brings this to a F tier. The Royals have an okay squad. I don't know how to feel about it too much. Garcia's pretty good. Bobby Witt's pretty good. Mitfield is pretty good. Jack is pretty good. Vinny's pretty good. Actually, I wouldn't really know about Vinny. I've never used him. But then they got the holes right here, from catcher to second base to right field. I was trying to find players to put there. There ain't none. But then pitching, they're okay. I've used this Waka. He's not that good. I got destroyed when I used him. Noah, I don't really know too much about. Chris, same thing. And Brady Singer. I wouldn't say it's the worst team that I've seen, but I feel like it's definitely a C tier team. The next team up is my Tigers, and honestly, as I'm looking at it now, they've kind of fallen off. When the theme teams first came out for the Color Storm, they were the top team. But now that I'm kind of taking a look at it, I don't know how much I feel about that now. Then we have Javier Baez here, who has a really good swing, really good clutch. Gleyber Torres, same thing. He has really good stats with the boost. Tell me, I would know. I love using this team. Al Kaline, I haven't used him yet on the team yet. I'm assuming he would be good. Max Clark, he's kind of a little bit of the, like, And he has 99 speed, but that's really all he has that's good for him. Riley Green is amazing. Hank Greenberg isn't bad. I like how Hank Greenberg is. And then Colt Keith is honestly the most underrated 87 that I have played with once you give him the boost. Then you got Terry Scuba, which is good. Jackson Jobe, he's And then Jack is honestly a pretty good goal to have. And then same with Tommy. But you know what? Like, the more I start thinking about it, I don't know. I want to say they're high B. I would want to say A, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not rocking with it now. Next team up is the Twins. And everything about this team just screams S tier. We have Royce Lewis, which is already one captain. Then we have the other captain pitching. We have Buxton, who is a great center fielder who has good power and also good speed. Joe Mauer just came out. He's mid, honestly. For a 96, he is so mid. This Brian Dozier is really good. Very underrated. Harrison Bader, same thing. Pretty good, underrated. Oh, my God. Cody Clemens is pretty good. Carlos Correa's but, I mean, he'll be good with the boost. And then pitching, I mean, Cat, I ain't gonna lie, he's not all that. Joe Ryan, And then Bailey O'Bear, he's all right. But it's really the bullpen that comes in clutch with Griffin Jax and Danny Comby, which are two of the best bullpens pitchers in the game. So, I don't know. You know how I just said that it was everything of the S tier? Honestly, I am feeling this is the highest A. The White Sox are a team in MLB The Show that would surprise you. I mean, looking here, their bats are really good. Yohan Moncada is pretty great. Kyle Teel is pretty great. I wish Tim Anderson was good. I miss when Tim Anderson had that 99 corn card. You know what I'm talking about. Field of the Maze. Field of Corn. I don't know, something like that. Miguel Vargas is really good. Luis Robert, he's all right. And then Andrew Benintendi. But the main problem with this team is that there's the two captains that are on the hitting side. Noah Schultz is cool. These other guys, And then they have no bullpen whatsoever. I feel like this is a pretty easy D tier. Maybe it would be a little bit higher if they had somewhat of a bullpen and some better pitchers. And last, but definitely not least, the Yankees. I don't even need to say anything. You see the squad here. These are just the hitters. Look at the pitchers too, dog. Look at the bullpen. I mean, enough joking around. They're S tier. It's without a doubt. I mean, I would say they are definitely right there with the Dodgers. But this is my tier ranking list. Let me know. Maybe I might have put too many teams too high. Like, let's say, for instance, we could drop Mariners down here to see. Actually, no. Yeah. Bring the Brewers down here. Where's some other teams like? No, I like all these teams in A tier and then S tier. Maybe there is too many S tier. Rangers are really one of the top dog for the teams. So are the Red Sox, I would say. The Mets are really good too. Don't sleep on the Mets, and same with the Reds. So maybe this is now the official locked tier list right here. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you want to see me try to do a challenge, win a game with every theme team. But that's it. That's all I got.